Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing Your Turn to Die, a death game by majority, and last time we were playing Musical Coffins. A game that was hosted by a brilliant mummy. In the Egyptian sense of the word, not just, you know, a mother. And we're now at the point where we've got to try and find out who painted the coffins, because the coffins were painted with a glow-in-the-dark paint. Some of the coffins have had it rubbed off, because there were 7 glow-in-the-dark coffins, and now there's 5. So we're gonna see what everyone's got to say about that. Hey, check out this. Why is that like that? Don't be like that. That's better. Oh, cool. So we've got a Discord overlay as well. That's cool. Good to know. You can go away now. Okay, we are doing this. Let's do it. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so who do I need to speak to? Let's speak to... Start with you. Wouldn't it get on their hands or clothes when they applied it? This paint stuff. Let's extract a couple of things. If you want to confirm, just check if anyone has paint on their clothes. I don't trust you though, Ranmaro. Not that you can see the ones inside the coffins. Imagine if I had to have been Midori. Surely the culprit wouldn't be one of us. Only Midori would get these weird ideas. What kind of intention did he have? Can't even be bothered to consider it. Hold up. We sure that old-timer Q-Taro is telling the truth? If this gets us making a misjudgment, we'll be in some real shit. I trust Q-Taro. Hey, do you think there's a difference between Gin and Midori's coffins and the rest? And maybe they were stored differently from the coffins in this cemetery, for instance. I don't know. Got it. The culprit's Maple. She's the one who applied the paint. See, when we couldn't go down to the floor 4, she was there slapping on the paint. She was there, yeah. And we weren't. But wasn't the shutter closed, so no one could get into the cemetery? Oh, yeah. Huh, sorry. There must be some meaning to them being painted in the first place. I mean, so long as they aren't lit by the lantern, the colour isn't even any different. Gim, what have you got to say?
Could there not be a culprit? Meow. The culprit doesn't exist. In other words, a ghost. Meow. The ghost of the person in that coffin played a trick. Woof.
Respond seriously. Again, it's not realistic to bring ghosts into this.
I know. Meow. I was joking. Woof. I mean, it's a brand new coffin, so of course there wouldn't be a ghost. Meow.
Brand new?
Huh? Pixie saw, you don't remember? Woof. Seaweed Ed said, I can't wait. It's my first time using this fancy new coffin. Meow.
Come to think of it, he did say that. Interesting. Who else we got? Q-Taro, what are you saying?
Somebody painted the coffins before I separated from Sarah and the others. Since nobody saw nothing suspicious like that, it must have been much, much earlier. At the very start, before the death game began.
Before it began?
So basically, he reapplied the colour to prepare for the death game. Midori must have had some old coffins lying around that he repainted.
He reused them? Interesting. So he reused the coffins.
I sure don't remember seeing any suspicious activity in the cemetery. If someone was fiddling with a brush, of course, I would have thought, what are they doing, you know?
Remind me, Q-Taro. Had some old coffins lying around that he repainted. And then Gin's talking about new coffins. But the coffins were rusty old scrap from sitting around for years. Well, there's a conflict here, isn't there? You know? Store it. Apply.
Gin, you sure about that?
Of course, meow.
That it makes sense why nobody looks suspicious. A new coffin would have been painted to start with.
So it was coated in black paint when it was made. Like the chocolate on chocolate covered almonds. Then the coffin's outside the cemetery too. According to Meister, Gin and Midori's coffins are both new, right?
So Gin and Midori's coffins. Okay. Gin and Midori's coffins are new, so they both glow? But it's either this or they don't. They both glow. Because they've been painted recently? Both of their coffins glow.
Exactly. Meow.
That would make the coffins add up.
Rather than 2 out of 7 coffins losing their glow. It's 4 out of 9. It would mean Anzu's, Ranmaru's, Kaiji's, and one other coffin stopped glowing.
There's just one we can't identify. But I suspect the last one would be among the cemetery coffins. It'd be odd if it wasn't.
Now we're narrowing things down. After all, this means Midori is in one of the glowing coffins.
Oh, and then if we pick up a glowing coffin,
Wait up! The same goes for Gin too.
Oh yeah, then that's no good.
Unless we've got a way to distinguish Gin and the Midori, it's still a game of chance.
1 in 5. 1 in 5 odds that we hit Midori. If we just miss, that's one thing. But if we hit Gin, Gin dies.
It's too soon to come to an answer. Come on, there's something important we still haven't examined, isn't there?
That mechanical platform, try taking a closer look at it. Closer look at the platform. Progress. Using the machine. Okay, let's take a look at the machine. This part of the platform. It shows the number of each coffin. So what are these round lamps beneath the numbers? Hey, whoa, don't go casually pressing that. Will you tell me about it? Oh. Will you tell me about it? Of course, see these lamps are, a hint function. A hint? Yep, this is a game where you and Midori take turns selecting coffins, but, before each selection you can get 1 hint. Before each selection, can my opponent use it too? Okay. Can I pass on using it? Can Midori use that too? Yes, ma'am, and I'm sure he will. What exactly are these hints?
Too bad. Explanation ends here.
Just see what happens and think about it. What? You're good at puzzles, ain't you? Do we have to use it?
So, let's test it out.
We've narrowed things down to 5. Can't make any more progress on that front.
That's true. Then I'll explain how to use it. Put the coffin you want to use a hint on right in front, then touch the platform. Alright. I'll choose one of the glowing coffins to use a hint on. The path shown by the hint. Okay. I see. So let's go for 6. The one in front is coffin 8. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's going to do the one in the center. Well, let's do... no, not that way. Let's do 6. Yeah. Sure. I pressed the lamp. It lit up red.
Oh. Wait, is that it? What's that tell us?
Muscle Gorilla, calm down, meow. We can think about that together, woof.
Guess you're right. Listen, we can't use another hint. If we don't hit Midori, it'll come round to his turn.
We have to prevent that. Gin's life is on the line. It's okay, even this single lamp gives us information. For instance, the lamp's colour, the lamp's glow, the lamp's temperature, the lamp's shape, the lamp's colour, the lamp's colour. Colour. Huh. Think back to our searching on this floor. We saw numerous devices with a relation to colour.
That's true.
Then we'll have to discuss what we can determine from the colour. Meow.
Right, if we can all join forces, I'm sure we can solve this mystery. Let's uncover the secret of the colour, the secret of the ooze. Progress. The red lamp's meaning. Alright, what's going on here then?
The lamp says, what's inside? Red means red blood, and that means there's a human in there.
And colour, huh? Weren't those 3 buttons on Maple's back red, blue, and yellow?
You know, I seem to recall seeing a message mentioning the colours red, blue, and yellow. Yeah, that's right. Hey, it could be gender or something. Lots of bathrooms in Japan use red for girls and blue for boys, right? Yeah? Sorry about that, I didn't say that very well.
I don't know if it's relevant, but there was a coloured glow from my fingerprint scan. I kind of feel like it's going to be hard to theorise from just the colour of the lamp. Woof!
Okay, so let's extract some of these statements. Okay.
What was it again?
Oh, okay. So it's on the note. Can we look at items? Yes. Let's have a look. Items. Note. It reads blue 1, red 6, yellow 0. This has got to be relevant, right? Red 6. So I've got the note with so, I guess? Use the note. This is it. Is this what you saw, so? And that is... We found this note while exploring, which matches something that was displayed on the coffin control system. I see. I remember now. The colours were all laid out there. Blue, human, red, doll, yellow, vacant.
Oh, and since it was on the coffin control system.
The colours must be information about the contents of the coffin, surely. So the red colour of this lamp. Red doll. That means one of the dummies is in there. This is a huge hint. Because everyone but Gin will be red. If we pick a red coffin, we can avoid hitting Gin. But we're going to hit a doll.
Is that really it? Sarah, remember the coffin control screen again. Hey, Sarah, I'm going to say that again. Sarah, remember the coffin control screen again. Specifically, that message in the top right.
Okay. Data log. Blue 1, red 6, yellow 0.
Ain't this a record from when the contents of the coffin was checked?
Meow. We didn't do anything like that. Meow.
Maybe it records it automatically. If so, when is this record from? The start of the game? Is it? It must be, because we didn't do it, so... It must be when the game started. I'm guessing that note was a printout of this log. And since this says, game start blue 1, red 6, yellow 0... One of them was human. That would place it at the very beginning before Midori and the dummies came out.
But wait, that would mean those 7 had one human mixed in. Meow.
A human among the dummies.
There's what?
So who is that sneaky bastard? Hard to believe it. Look, let's calm down for a second. You think we can calm down about this? Because that means there's a person who's been lying and pretending to be one of the dummies. Hell, what would even they do that for? What would even they do that for? It's a funny way to say it. What should I do? I don't know what this fact means, but I won't be able to fully trust the dummies at this rate. In that case... Understood. Let's first make it clear who the human is. Progress. Who's the human?
The dummies are Midori. That group of 7's got one human in the mix.
I got no damn clue. Is it Ranmaru or what? I replaced my whole hand, remember? Still trying to call me human. Hilarious. Being able to take your hand off doesn't necessarily mean you're a doll. Oh, that's an interesting thing. But getting a hole that big in your stomach, Kurumada's gotta be a doll, huh? Hey, do you think there's cases where someone doesn't even realize they're human? We all saw our deaths in the victim videos. It's hard to imagine a human mixing in. Well, I'm interested in this one. Yeah, being able to take your hand off doesn't necessarily mean you're a doll. Midori's hand came off too. But that could have been a prop to make it look like he was a doll. A prop. So are you thinking that Midori is the human Hinako?
I can't say that for sure yet. But just remember this. Midori is with the organization. He can freely use everything in this facility. There's no such thing as impossible.
I got no damn clue. Is it Ranmaru or what? I mean, he's a traitor, right? I don't want him to be one of the dummies, damn it.
But getting a hole that big in your stomach, Kurumada's gotta be a doll, huh? If he were human, that'd be way too big of a tummy ache, he'd die.
Is that really true? He doesn't have a tummy to ache.
Quit it with the dark comedy, Sarah.
I am hilarious.
Hey, do you think there's a case where someone doesn't even realize they're human? It's possible they wouldn't be aware, right? And I'm no exception, maybe I could be a human.
Yep.
And you saw them too, didn't you? Everyone pictured in those definitely died. Unfortunately, as fortunate as that is... Okay, what have you got to say, Ranmaru? I placed my whole hand, remember? Still trying to call me human. Hilarious.
And I even sprayed steam. Hells. Anything about me human. Is that all? Is that all, Ranmaru? Right, and that finger you found... That finger you found me with was a stun gun upgrade part. I see, so you used that on me. I didn't intend to harm you, believe me. I mean, I think maybe these two are related, but you're talking more about Midori. Yeah, now you're off the topic of hands entirely. Replacement body parts. The dummies can attach. They can give special abilities. An ID card with Midori. Real name So Hiyori. Is that related to something? You're talking about Midori. Midori's with the organization. He can freely use everything in this facility. That's definitely to do with him. Is there anything else that's to do with him? No green book. Voice recorder. Maybe? I don't know. Hey, this is it. Hinako, I'm not so sure about that. Because he doesn't have the card.
About what?
If Midori can freely use all the machines in the facility, why would he need to make an ID card?
Well, I mean, maybe he didn't necessarily need it.
He probably went and prepared one so that he could beat his challenges, right? That we could beat his challenges. No doubt he could use a face scanner or something instead of needing that thing.
We never saw no devices like that.
Double negative. The only things we saw were an ID card scanner and a fingerprint scanner.
That's right, even if Midori's with the organization. There were machines he couldn't mess with without a registered card.
A registered card? Then why were Mai's fingerprints... Why were Mai's fingerprints registered?
Uh-oh, Mai.
Hey? Wait a second. Are you suspecting me over that?
That's wrong. I ain't with the organization.
Stop letting your emotions do the talking, you wrestling old-timer. Don't call muscle gorilla names. Meow.
Everybody calm down. We can't be looking for villains. What do you expect? If they're suspicious, we've got a high chance of being the human. I wish I didn't have to be casting doubt on my allies either.
Kuramada. Alright. Fine. Then I want you to prove it yourselves. That I'm your ally.
What? Mai's fingerprint scan. Fingerprint. Fingerprint? Mai's fingerprint scan.
I did think it was weird that Mai was the only one who passed the fingerprint scan. Even I don't know why my fingerprints were registered. I swear it's true. And also, Mai's final moments were clearly recorded in her victim video.
It's all fake. Her attitude's an act.
Did anyone react to that?
Her attitude's an act too. Maybe her role was to move the death game forward.
She could be scary with how she puts on an act, but Mai couldn't become a villain like me. Mai had the belief that she was a doll, which is why she stabbed Kyutaro. The fingerprint thing is a whim of Midori's. No point thinking about it. Alright, so let's hear from Mai.
Even I don't know why my fingerprints was registered. I swear it's true.
Oh, extract.
Honestly, I just thought it was a lucky break. If I were hiding something, I'm sure I'd have a better excuse than this.
Sounds like Mai's being truthful, but... Okay, well, do you have any ideas? Do you have any ideas why? Like you put on a finger part, or...
Oh... I really don't. I haven't attached any shady parts. I've just been regular old me the whole time. Mai.
Okay. Alright. Who else we got to hear from? I'm sure her not killing Kyutaro, then, was because her heart fought back. Without breaking free of that, she could never seriously stab him.
It's all fake. Her attitude's an act too. Maybe her role was to move the death game forward. That's who Mai really is. Happily ever after. Not.
Nice. Hinako.
I know. What I'm saying is absurd. So show some proof to deny it. Show some proof to deny it.
The fingerprint thing's a whim of Midori's. No point thinking about it. Midori must have just registered Mai's fingerprints as a sick joke. Maybe. Mai had the belief she was a doll, which is why she stabbed Kyutaro. She was just afraid of what Midori said. So she's not a villain or anything, right? And also, Mai's final moments were clearly recorded in her victim video. I couldn't imagine it was a fake video. If you saw it too, then don't you remember? Mai was holding two guns pointed at her head, her face pale, her gloved hands trembling, gloved hands. It was just too cruel. I haven't attached any shady parts, I've just been regular old me the whole time. She doesn't have gloves now. She doesn't have gloves now? What's with the gloves? Store? Is this the right thing? Can I have a second? Are we sure Mai never attached any upgrade parts?
I didn't. I mean, that's scary.
Then it's strange, don't you think? The dummies have to look the same as their original human selves, right? But comparing with the victim video, the Mai here now has no gloves. That's what I said.
Huh?
It's true, in the video we saw. Yeah, she's got gloves on. She was wearing gloves.
Now that you mention it, why was I gloveless from the start? They're my favourite.
Did they just forget to give me them? They're surely not ones to take half measures.
Huh?
I suppose that must mean her gloves were taken off to attach a part, perhaps.
What? Someone went and attached something before I woke up? could just put her gloves back on after attaching it, right?
True, that is strange. Why were only Mai's gloves not put back on her, I wonder? Her gloves were lame. Her gloves transformed. Her gloves didn't fit. Because the different hands? The gloves not fit.
You mean the gloves shrank?
No. The opposite. The gloves grew.
Opposite.
You're saying it's because her hands got bigger? Exactly. Her hands got bigger? Exactly. The hands that got attached to Mai were bigger than her original hands. I've come to an absurd conclusion. But it'd be consistent with the fingerprint scan. Like the creation of Midori's ID card. Does she have Midori's hands on? This floor has been designed to suit the floor master, Midori. So then it's natural that the fingerprint scanner would also be configured for Midori.
Eh?
And Mai's hand, which was used for the fingerprint scan, was bigger than her original hand. As if it were a man's hand.
Then, you're trying to say my hands are Midori's hands. She had seaweed head parts. She had seaweed head parts. Meow.
Not necessarily any old parts. We've discovered that blue means human and red means doll. Do you remember when she did the fingerprint scan? It glowed blue. Ooh.
Stop it! That means these hands attached to me.
The Midori's hands.
No!
Why would that be so bad? The fact that you're a doll.
Oh.
I feel sorry for Mai, but it's possible that that wasn't a fingerprint scanner. It might have been a blood tester that pricked the finger.
You're saying there's blood in there?
Oh, so does that mean that it's his human hands? Does it? That seems crazy. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's something to be a bit more wary of.
Midori, he cut off his own hands to attach them to Mai. And instead he equipped a rocket punch. That would give us an explanation when Midori is human and Mai is a doll. He's beyond messed up. Horrible. Disgusting, so disgusting. Oh, kill that madman. I swear I will. Have you seen the show Madman? Madman? Pretty good.
There he is.
So you were listening, huh, Midori? It was so funny. I couldn't hold it in anymore. There's nothing funny about this. I swear, I'm going to kill you. Yes, that's what the game is about. Well, won't you pick your first coffin already? I'm about to die of boredom.
That's right. We've come to a conclusion. Now we've got to choose.
Right. What we learned in that discussion was Midori is human. Midori is an unbelievable man, able to cut off his own hands. He's a human, with blood flowing through them. And all 6 of the dummies are dolls. Which means... Midori is one of the 5 glowing coffins. We used the hint on one, coffin number 6, and we're told red doll. Midori is a human, so number 6 won't be it. Which means... Huh?
So in the end, it's 1 in 4.
After all that, this is where we're at. If Gin and Midori are both human, there's no way to tell them apart after all.
Ugh.
No way. Why has it come to this? We just need to calm down. Listen, we've got 2 options. Pick the number 6 coffin knowing it'll miss. Or risk the chance of hitting Gin and aim for Midori with 1 in 4 coffins. No. Yeah, 1 in 4 odds.
can't be serious.
There's nothing left to reason with. We have to think and choose. And we'll think and choose next time on Borderline Games. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Your Turn to Die, Death Game by Majority, and I'll see you next time. Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.